You're now live, it says in my studio. So, we are live today on Facebook, live video with Stephen, and on my YouTube account. And we're also just gone live on Twitch. Thank you to OneStream for actually relaying the signal from this studio. So let's go preview on my iPad and go live. And we're now live on Amazon Live. If you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, the link to join me on Amazon is up above, and you can do that. I just need to make an alteration before I go live. Just a second. Okay, I think we've got it now. Nearly got it. I'm destroying the office. Just a minute while I put it back together again. And we're there. And yeah, I think we're okay now. We're live everywhere. So I'm going to come on screen. Hello and welcome. This is Stephen in wonderful Wiltshire, and the formal introductions are underway as we bring in my menu and say just a second. And we're live on Twitch. Okay, so welcome to the broadcast with Stephen, live from England, broadcasting on Be Live. Now, if I put this logo up there, okay, if I go over here and bring the logo in. Okay, so I'm broadcasting from Be Live. So wherever you see that logo is be.live. And be.live means that I can play videos, I can show text, like the text down below, announcing the show. A whole range of things that other systems can only dream of. The other thing I've got in my studio is the ability to do this. And I'm just going to go over here, cancel that, go over here, and go over here. Give me a second. Yep. Just waiting, and I'll bring this on screen. There we have it. Logitech Brio, which is down in the carousel, $159.99. But we're going to start off with the Nexigo N970p, which is the featured item. And there is the Nexigo as it arrives with the cable. And if I come back to me, you're actually watching the Nexigo now. Okay, so live on Amazon Live is Stephen using the Nexigo camera, and this is really the best picture I've seen on webcam, and I've got the others as well. So let's go with the Nexigo. Now, the first thing to know is that Nexigo are an American brand. Okay, I just need to take something off the screen. Just give me a second. Okay, and let's go down to the Nexigo, which is there. And we're talking about the Nexigo N970p 4K webcam. Now, Nexigo are an American company based just outside Seattle. They've designed a range. They've got 15 different webcams. Starting from scratch, they've now got 15. The Nexigo N970p is towards the top end of the range, and it's featured down the carousel today. And the reason it's in the carousel, simple and straightforward, there is a discount. And whilst you're watching me, you'll get 6% off. You get a $10 saving if you buy the camera webcam whilst I'm live. And this is important. As an Amazon Live broadcaster, I am, one, independent, and two, grateful for the fact that when I'm live, items have discounts. And this is 6% off, a $10 saving, $169.99 if you buy whilst I'm live. Take a look at it. I mean, I'm not saying you should buy it. I'm just saying you can buy it. And if you do buy it, you'll save $10. And I'm going to describe what the camera can do. And then in a couple of minutes' time, I'll give a short demonstration of the camera. Now, the camera is actually set on my BenQ monitor, which is also down the carousel. That's a 27-inch monitor. It's a CAD monitor, so it's very high resolution. The camera, though, which I can show on screen. If I go here, okay, and I hide the card, because you know you're actually watching lights. I am not Zoom certified. You're actually watching lights, camera, action, and we're going to talk about cameras, we're going to talk about microphones, we're going to talk about Fitbits. And if you've got any questions along the way, please do ask. I'm going to hide that now. And that should bring us to here. This is my OBSBOT 4K camera. At the moment, it's looking at my desktop demonstration area. And just to go through while you're actually watching, I want to say thank you for joining. If I take that title off for a moment, you can basically, I own personally over 80% of what's in the carousel. So just going around this table, we've got the Aftershokz HeroPex headphones. We've got the Echo Dot. We've got 4 Echo Dots. Parkrun is something I take part in every Saturday at 9 o'clock, running 5 kilometers. We've got the TP-Link Deco Wi-Fi, which I and 2 friends recommend. We'll talk about that later. We've got the case here. Now, the case here is great for an iPhone 12 or iPhone 13. It also fits a Galaxy S22 and S23 because they are quite deep. My Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is here, I switch it on and log in. Okay, it's telling me that today, if I show you on screen, today so far I have walked 10,699 steps. We'll come on to the Fitbits later, but that's my Fitbit software on my phone, and it's telling me I've walked over 5 miles today. And I've got a notification, and the notification says that currently I am leading the ladder. So if I put that nearer to the screen, I'm on top of the ladder. This is a weekday challenge that we're all taking part in. And the idea is to get more steps than anybody else. And at the moment, I'm in the lead. That's not going to last all week, but it's good to know today. Okay, so this is the OBSBOT camera that you're actually looking at now. And if we go back to me, and we're back to the Nexigo. Okay, so the Nexigo N970p is the top end of the range of Nexigo cameras. It's got onboard flash memory. Now, this is very important. If you spend hours setting up a webcam and you get it so you've got the contrast and the brightness and the color, everything exactly as you want it, and then you've got to go to another computer, most cameras will forget what you've done. The Nexigo doesn't do that. And it's a good time to say hello to my friend, Donald. And Donald, thank you for commenting, and thank you for saying hello. Hello, Donald. And you too, if you're watching me, then please do comment. It's good to see you again, Donald. Thank you for dropping by. So the onboard flash on Donald again. Just a minute. Okay. And Donald is saying okay. Brilliant. Okay, now, so the onboard flash memory remembers everything that you do. I've got another comment coming in. It's going to come on screen now. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay, onboard flash memory. This is basically a feature I've not seen in any other camera. I can take this camera with its remote control and I can go to somebody else's computer and the camera will work as if it was on my computer. So it doesn't forget things, it remembers things because of the flash memory. It's got AI-powered auto framing. Now, I bought this camera basically because I think that this is the best quality picture I've seen on the webcam. And but it's not just for solo. It's brilliant for solo, but it's a conference camera. And basically what you would do is to put the camera on a tripod, like this wonderful Lume Cube tripod, which is down in the carousel. Let me just tell you about the Lume Cube while we're here. If I go over here, I should find it in a second. Yeah, I found it. No, I haven't. Yes, I have. The tripod you can actually see here. If I just zoom in on it, just give me a second. Let's zoom in on the tripod. Okay. Basically, you've got 3 legs on the tripod, and you've then got a turny thing where you can actually lock the legs in place. So you can lock the legs into place. You've then got a central pole, which is 12 inches extendable to 30 inches. And then on top, you've got a ball joint, which means that this is a great stand for actually putting a light on, or in my case, I put an OBSBot tiny camera on, and you can see how tiny it is if we just go up a bit. Okay. So the stand is just perfect for cameras and for lighting. It's $34.99. It's down in the carousel, and I just love the design. I've got to say, aesthetically, I mean, this stand could actually go anywhere and fit in. It's a very, well, it just looks good. I suppose I've got to say that. It looks good. Right, now, as far as the Nexigo is concerned, it's got AI-powered auto framing, which means that one person on screen, it'll frame one person. 3 people on screen, it will frame 3 people. 5 people on screen, it will frame 5 people. We don't have to do anything. The camera does it all itself. It's got facial recognition, and it will expand from 1 person to 3 people to 5 people automatically because it has an adjustable field of view. It has dual noise cancelling microphones. This is important. If you are broadcasting and you're on Zoom or Facebook, YouTube, Twitter or Twitch, and your dog barks, then noise cancellation. Wait a minute. Dual noise cancelling microphones. Noise cancellation is important because basically that will cut out all background noise. Yeah, and people won't hear your dog bark. You will, but somebody on a Zoom call won't, and that's important. So when you're looking for a webcam or a microphone, make sure it's got noise cancellation. And this webcam works with Microsoft Teams, with Zoom, WebEx, and Google. In fact, it is certified for use with Zoom. So if you're looking for a conference camera for your company, then this has got to be a candidate. Now, the thing that makes this special, and the reason I like it so much, is the fact that the image is crystal clear. Hopefully I'm on Amazon Live now and I am crystal clear. I'm just going to check that I'm crystal clear. Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm crystal clear. Okay, so I've got Amazon running in another window. Yeah, and you've got a crystal clear picture because of the Sony CMOS sensor that features 3840 by 2160 ultra high definition at 30 frames per second. Now, this is brilliant for a browser-based system because it's 30 frames per second. In other words, what's happening is the camera is taking 30 pictures every second and sending those 30 pictures from me to you on Amazon Live. So if I move, yeah, then you're getting moving pictures. This is moving pictures. This is how Move is started. Frames actually put together. So they're sent from my computer over the internet to Amazon and reassembled so that you can actually see me moving live. So that's the 30 frames per second. Now, some systems, if you go to OBS, vMix, you can do 60 frames per second. The more frames there are, the better the quality. But on a browser-based system, 30 is the norm. Okay. The next thing is, as I said a moment ago, all the settings are directly saved to the camera. So you can take this camera from one computer to another. The reason that it works well as a conference camera is because it's got advanced face detection, which will automatically frame the video according to the number of people sat there. So 1 person, 3 people, 5 people, it will frame it automatically. You don't need to do anything. It's got a remote. This is the remote. Supplied with the camera is this remote. It looks like a television remote, but this is a webcam remote, and this one is set up for the Nexigo in 970p. Demonstration time. Okay, whenever you buy a camera or a microphone or any piece of electrical kit, there is software that accompanies it. But in this case, there is a remote control. And with the remote control, using, let's get it near the camera, using that preset button there, I can have up to 10 different presets. And I can vary the angle by using that. So I can move up and down, left and right. And over here, if you can see it, I can actually zoom as well. Okay. Now, earlier, before this live broadcast, I set something up. And I'm going to press button number 2. And this is my office. This is what my office looks like. Yes, there's a chess set there. There's a pop-up chess set. There's a books, everything. It looks a bit messy, but one day I'll clear it up. But at the moment, I'm broadcasting live, so I've got a good excuse. Angelica won't say a thing because I'm actually working. Yes, it is a green screen behind me. And yes, there are chess sets. But I can, using the controls here, zoom in and out. And I can basically, I've got fine control. I'll show you. I can zoom in, and zoom out using the remote control. I can go this way. I can go that way. Okay. Or I can come back to where I first began, which is here. Okay. Now, 10 presets. In addition to that, like a television, you've got an on-screen menu, which is there. Okay, I know you can see it. And with the on-screen menu, you've got fine control. You can control the exposure. Okay, I've gone to manual, slight difference there. I can control the colors. So it's automatic at the moment. If I take it off automatic, then my color will change. If I come down here and I go to U, then I can actually go yellow, yellow, yellow. I mean, I can't think of it really, and I can go purple. Okay, and hopefully I'll be able to come back to somewhere close to where I was. Okay, I tell you what we'll do. I think we'll put that back on automatic. Okay, so that's back on automatic. Staying with the menu, I can adjust the image. I can change the brightness, contrast, and sharpness. And I can, if I wish, go into black and white mode. And remember to go back again. And I can flip from this side of the screen to that side of the screen. If I go here and back again. So what I'm saying is, with the remote control, not only do you have the buttons that you can actually set up, you've also got an on-screen menu, and everything that you adjust here is remembered by the camera, and you can take the camera wherever you want, and with the remote control, it will work as if it was on your computer. Now, I think that is a good thing to have, and in future, all cameras might have it, but for the moment, out in front is the Nexigo N970p, and the thing I love about Nexigo cameras is that Nexigo always puts something extra. And in this case, it is the on-screen menu with the remote control, and it's the lens as well. It's got dual microphones, wide area, and just to say, Nexigo is an American-born brand built on the core values of innovation. They're based just outside Seattle. So this is an American-designed camera, and it was first released on October 20th, 21. And as I said earlier, this is the best image I've seen on a webcam. Just let me go to Amazon, make sure I'm still there. Yeah, I'm still there. So I'm going to close that tab and come back to me. So I'm preserving resources. Now, that's the BeLive logo, by the way. I'm broadcasting from BeLive, which is my favorite marketing system in the world. I'm independent. I don't work for Amazon. I'm an independent broadcaster based in Wiltshire in England, a place called Devizes, about 93 miles away from London. And basically, I just enjoy being on Amazon Live, and I enjoy your company. I want to say thank you for actually joining me today. If you've got any questions, you can, like Donald, say hi and type in your question. One important thing, I never get your details. Your details stay with Amazon. Yeah, I would never, broadcasters never get access to your details. Amazon is very careful with all your information. If you're logged in, I might be able to show your name on screen and your picture. But other than that, I don't know a thing. I know nothing. Okay, right, the next item we're going to go to, down in the carousel, I just decided to go for, right, I'm going to go for, I can go for anything. I'm going to go for the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Now, I got, down in the carousel is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra and the price of the Ultra today. Now, we've got to remember that the S23 range has come out, which means that the price on the S22 has dropped. And today, it's 17% off. There's a $200 discount on this webcam today. Now, I had somebody who bought the S23 yesterday, and I'm looking at it, but this S22, for my money, is quite simply, just a minute, it is the best phone that I've had. And there's my Fitbit league that I'm a member of at the moment. And did you know I'm actually leading at the moment? Right, now, I could wax lyrical about the Samsung Galaxy S22. I'm going to give you a few points, and then I'm going to show you what this beautiful mobile phone with camera can actually do. So what we're talking about is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And if I go here, so let me scroll in my carousel and go here. This is what it looks like. It is $999.99 today. Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. If you're watching on Facebook, I've just posted the link to the phone. That is not an affiliate link. And if you're watching on YouTube, I may well post a link there too. There we are. The link is on YouTube as well. Okay, so if you're watching in either of those places, then you've got the information to check out the item. Okay, so let's take that off solo. And I'm going to switch that camera off, switch my camera on, and there we have it. So we're talking about Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And we're going to talk about the main features first of all. It is 3 models, 128 gig of memory, 256, 512. It's got an 8K camera and 8K video. Let me just close that for a moment. Okay, there's the front screen. It has 8K video. I'm going to show you the camera, the photographs. It's got the brightest display I've ever seen on a phone, the brightest display Samsung have ever done. Basically, it's got 1 to 120 hertz, and it's adjustable automatically. So even in bright sunlight, this works. It's got an S Pen, and this is the S Pen. Now, what happens if you take the phone and leave the S Pen behind, as I did last night, is you actually get a message on the phone saying, have you left your S Pen behind? Do you know where it is? And yes, I knew where it was, but that's very handy. And if I'm just writing in my best handwriting, just a minute. Okay, hello Amazon. That was done live, by the way. There are 7 different programs on here you can actually use to take notes, etc. But the big thing, well, it's an important thing. If you're in a no phones meeting, you can't have your phone on, then you can take notes whilst the phone is off. You can save them, and then you can reload them when the meeting is over. So that's the S Pen. It used to be with the Galaxy Note. Now it's with the Ultra. It's got a long battery life. Takes up to an hour to charge, but it will then last for up to 24 to 30 hours. It takes super steady video. The thing is that if you take mobile video and you're holding your camera like this, I know you'd hold it like that, but like that, and you go walking, then the camera will go up and down. There is a stabilizer in this phone which actually keeps the phone steady whilst you're walking. It can do nightography, which is taking photographs at night. And I've seen some examples where there are just, you could have been during the day. Now, the lens is on the camera. The photo resolution on the main lens is 108 megapixels. There is 3 times zoom and 10 times zoom selected automatically. It adapts in bright sunlight, and as I just said a moment ago, it's got a long-lasting battery with fast charging. It's got the embedded S Pen. Okay, now you can also use the S Pen for doing air gestures. If you want to set it up to take a photograph, you can use the pen to actually take the photograph. It's unlocked by Samsung. This phone is dual SIM. So you can have 2 SIM cards from your favorite carrier, just put them in, and you've got 2 sets of phone calls and 2 sets of texts. The size of this, it is 6.8 inches deep, which is pretty deep. And it's got a WQ HD screen and, as I said earlier, an adaptive refresh rate. Charging at 5,000 milliamps, 45-watt charging. If you go down to 15 watts for the wireless charging, it will take longer. Okay, the lower the number, the longer it takes. The rear camera is 108 megapixel. The front one is 40 megapixels. And this phone was released on February 9th, 2022. So it's a year old, just over a year old. Now, if I hide that for a moment, I just told you the features of this phone. What I'm now going to do is I'm actually going to give you an overview of some of the pictures that I've taken with this phone. So I'm going to swap over and we're going to go here. Okay, and I'm just going to go, just let me do something. I'm going to close everything on my phone. Okay, and hopefully I'm just going to carry on. We appear to still be broadcasting. And I'm going to show you some pictures. Now, these pictures were taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And this is Salisbury Cathedral in Wiltshire. And this is about half an hour from where we live. And it is, without doubt, a magnificent place to visit. This is the cloisters, and you can take a walk around the cloisters. And the atmosphere is the main thing. And on the left-hand side of the corridor down here is a chapel. And that chapel has a copy of the Magna Carta made at the time the Magna Carta was signed by King John. And it is just incredible. I mean, it's in safekeeping, but you can read one of the original copies of the Magna Carta if you go into the chapel. Now, you can walk around the cloisters. They're free to visit, free to enter, and free to walk around. So these photographs were taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22, which is down in the carousel at the moment. It is on discount. It's $200 off today. Right, next photograph. This is our garden. I love the quality and the richness of the colours on this photograph. Basically, last year we actually planted some wildflowers. We had a tree felled because it had to go, and we planted wildflowers. And I just love the colours, the natural colours in the flowers. We live close to the Kennington Avon Canal, which is where barges go from Bristol to London. And this is a bridge along the way. Thank you for joining me on Amazon. And just talking about, I mean, I told you, I've basically gone through the features of the S22, but these are pictures taken with it, and they're just the quality. This is Henley-on-Thames, and Henley-on-Thames is in the south of England, just outside London, and this is the place that the Henley Regatta takes place. That's an annual event, a rowing event. This leads into the River Thames, by the way, and a rowing event takes place between teams from all around the world, and it's a spectacular place to be. The Henley Regatta. This is Henley-on-Thames. Okay, I've got, oh, wait a minute, just a minute. There we go, back one. And I've got a friend calling in, so let me just take that off and put this on. And say that to Mitch. Good morning from California, Stephen. Good morning, Mitch. Thank you for joining me. Great to see you, and thank you. Brilliant. Okay, let's go back. So the image is the Samsung, taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and I've got another comment coming in from Mitch. I'm not going to move. And Mitch's comment will come in. Beautiful pictures. Thank you. Partly me, partly the camera. And as I say, it is the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And the thing is, when you've got a mobile camera and you're traveling around, you can take photographs and you're actually recording history. It's a great way of actually reminding yourself of where you've been and showing other people as well, as I'm doing on today. And out to Mitch again. And we'll go here and got a smiley. I love a smiley. And thank you very much. Okay. All right. And we're now going over next photograph. Baroness Fleur Benjamin is well known in the UK. She started in children's television and has a long career in the UK. And she's just released a book entitled What Are You Doing Here? And we were very fortunate to see her live in Henley as she talked about her life and how it was recorded in the book. Then afterwards, the four of us actually got a copy of the book, which I read, and Angelica read. It's very good. Okay, now we come back to close to us. This is Courts Garden in Wiltshire, and basically I was just at spur of the moment thing. It was autumn last year, and I just ran under the tree and got this photo. I just love the composition again. That's another photo of the Courts Garden. And then we go here. And this is out on a country walk in the countryside around where we live, which is Devizes in Wiltshire, about 93 miles from London. And this is the Courts Garden. Now, this used to be an industrial estate with factories. And they closed down, and it was then turned into a country house with country gardens. And it's an English country garden, and it's a delight to visit, as you will see. Right, I do a lot of walking, and some of my walking includes marathons. And I got to do my training, and we live next to the Kenneth and Avon Canal. This is a picture of the Kenneth and Avon Canal, which is about 10 minutes from where we live. And this is where I got training for my marathons. I walk this very path. And this day I stopped to take the photograph with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. I love the way that the trees are actually reflected in the water. This is a by accident picture. It just works out because that's the actual path I actually walk up when I'm training. Now, this is Salisbury Cathedral. Salisbury Cathedral was built in the 10th and 11th centuries. Now, took a long time to actually construct it. It is a place of pilgrimage for people from all around the world, and this photograph was taken at Christmas time. You can see in the background, you can see the Christmas tree, which is a giveaway. The font in the foreground was installed in 2008, and it's a living font. If you look at the tips of the font, you can see water, which is going down into grates below, and then it's pumped around. So the water just goes round and round and round. And this is a christening font installed in 2008. This is my partner, Angelica, again in Salisbury Cathedral. And Angelica, I'm just going to say it live on air. Angelica is awesome. And we enjoy being together. Just grateful, very grateful. Back to the font. So we've seen the font. Let's just move forward. This, again, is the Kenneth and Avon Canal. And I'm just going to go through here. And this is the locks on the day the locks actually froze over. So let's come back to me. And I'm going to hide the pictures. So I'm back. So all those images were taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is down in the carousel. And not only does it take photographs, it also takes amazing video as well. Because as I said, it has a built-in stabilizer. It's got a 108 megapixel lens. The quality is astounding. So Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, I can thoroughly recommend. I haven't found, we give honest reviews, but I haven't found anything about the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra I don't like. I'm not racing to get the S23. The S22 will do me for a while yet. It is a good camera, and because the S23 has been released, there is today, whilst I'm live, a $200 saving, 17% off. Okay, so you can save 17%. Okay, and let's come back to me. Okay, now I use the mobile phone every day, as we all do. But I use the mobile phone when I'm out and about. And down in the carousel are some headphones, Aftershokz headphones. And these are they. These are the Aftershokz Aeropex headphones. And basically, they are lightweight. They only weigh 28 grams. Okay, so what we're looking at, if I go up here and go back there, just give me a second to set up. And they are Aftershokz Aeropex open-ear Bluetooth bone conduction sports headphones, and they're ideal for walking, running, jogging, and cycling. I go out every morning, 11:30. I walk 5 or 6 miles, wearing my Fitbit and wearing these headphones, listening to rock music, and the quality is top class. Yeah, it is a very good sound. I'll explain how it works in a moment, but they are Bluetooth, and what happens is, I'll give you a practical demonstration. Okay, my phone's on, my headphones are not, so I'm going to switch my headphones on. Welcome to Aftershokz Battery High Connected, and the connected part of it refers to the fact that automatically the headphones have connected to my mobile phone. Yeah, so that's why it's blue. Now, if I go back to the main screen on my phone, remember my phone is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. If I select Amazon Music, it will load Amazon Music. Okay, then I need to select a playlist. What do you think about classic rock? Hi, Mitch. Again, hello, Mitch. And Mitch is saying, great way to start the day, and I'm enjoying your review of these products. Well done, Stephen. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. And absolutely, thank you. I'm thank you. All good. All good. Mitch is a great friend and supporter, and he and I met a while ago online and have kept in touch very regularly and supported each other, and that's what it's all about. And the thing about the live video arena is we all do support each other. Okay, so I'm going to click classic rock, and if I press play, I am now listening to Hotel California. Now, the sound is crystal clear. I have to say that the bass is good, the frequencies are good, the range digital is just first class. So I listen to this, not this one track, but I listen to music on my iPhone, sorry, on my Android phone, whilst I'm out for my morning constitutional 5 or 6 miles. And it's crystal clear. Now, the reason these headphones are good, as I said at the top, these are open-ear Bluetooth bone conduction sport headphones, and there's the clue. These headphones are actually coated. If I put them closer to the camera, you can see them. They're coated and they're waterproof to IP67. They are great in rain. I live in the UK, it rains a lot, and I've been out wearing these in rainstorms and thunderstorms, and they simply carry on working. So from that point of view, I can prove it. Now, as far as wearing is concerned, if you put them on, just a minute, stop the music. Okay, stop the music. They only weigh 28 grams. Okay, which means I forget I'm wearing them. I mean, you can wear them for hours at a time. Charging them, they will run for 8 hours. Full charge is 8 hours. The way that they go, they don't go on into your ear, they go over your ear. You can see they go over like that. Okay, so a couple of things about that. One, you can see and hear the traffic in front of you. You can hear the traffic behind you, and you can hear everything that's going on. You can carry on a conversation with the person next to you. Even when Angelica and I are both wearing aftershocks, we can talk to each other. Yeah. The other thing is, and it happened today, I was on my way back from the walk today, and I've got the headphones on. I'm listening to rock music. I'm happy. I'm near home, and then out of nowhere, I heard footsteps. I heard the footsteps of somebody walking up behind me. This is how good it is. I can hear people walking up behind me. So when the person drew level with me, I wasn't surprised. I was expecting them. Yeah. So with these headphones, you're not cutting off the world. You can still hear everything. So traffic safety, listening to things behind you, simple and straightforward. They do have an open-ear design, which we've just seen, and the technology for them is patented. Okay. 8-hour battery life, as I just said a moment ago, and waterproof to IPv67, which means the thing you can do, I mean, they're made for outdoors, so you can go walking, jogging, running, and cycling in them. No problem at all. The one thing I wouldn't do is I wouldn't go swimming with them. Okay, everything apart from swimming. They are completely sweat and waterproof. They've got a charger which is supplied and it's specific to these headphones. Okay, and it's got moisture detection, so you can't try and recharge it when there is moisture about. And they are definitely lightweight and comfortable. They only weigh 28 grams. And the multifunction button, which I'm going to describe in a moment, play, pause, skip, activate voice assistant, and answer calls. Okay, so as far as the controls are concerned, I've got a comment coming in, and it's coming in on Amazon. 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's my good friend. Okay, and we say hello to Ephraim. Good morning, Stephen. Do they ever go on sale or have a coupon? Not to. Oh, C. Sorry, C. My apologies. I was. Focus, Stephen. Focus. Read the message. Okay, your picture looked a bit like somebody. Right, you caught me out there. C. Good morning, Stephen. Do they ever go on sale? They do go on sale, but I don't have a coupon from them. If they do go on sale, then I will find some way of actually. I mean, if they're ever on sale, I'll put them as the first item in the broadcast. So next week, 11 a.m. Eastern, if those are on sale, I'll be in the broadcast. So thank you for the comment and thank you for joining me. Okay, I will let you know when they do go on sale. Okay, so how do they work? I suppose that's a fair question. I want to say thank you to Mitch and thank you to C for the comments and to Donald. Oh, that reminds me, just a minute. Let's go over here. Because C's joined now, what we can do is I can have the snake. When you've got commenters, I do appreciate the fact you're all commenting. I'm going to take the logo off. You know I'm broadcasting on BeLive, so let's go to the logo and put the logo off. So when the snake goes around that corner of the screen, it doesn't get trapped. Okay, so my thank you to everybody on YouTube, to C and to Mitch and to Donald for the comments. Because you commented, you're on the snake. And let's carry on. Right, how do they work? Basically, the sound, you've got two speakers, one on either side. Speakers vibrate. Vibrations go through your cheekbones and into your inner ear. When you wear normal headphones, they go from your ear to your inner ear. So it's the same, end up in the same place. Quality of sound is good. It's got a good bass. It's got a good variation of tone, and I just enjoy using them. I use these every day. They're part of my walking equipment, along with my mobile phone and my Fitbit, and they're down in the carousel for $153.69, and they have 7,687 4.5-star reviews. Okay, all good. Right, so That's the aftershocks. So let's just, if I bring this on screen for a moment, if I go over here, bring this back on screen, I'm going to put it full screen. We have looked at the Samsung Galaxy S22, and it's $200 discount today. We have looked at the Blue Yeti microphone, I think. I'll come back to that. And the Elgato microphone. These are all down the carousel. We've just been looking at aftershocks. We're going to look at the over-the-ear headphones. We've looked at the Nexigo camera. And we're going to look at the Fitbit. And we've looked at Logitech. We're going to look at Logitech Brio. Okay. So, and if you've got any questions about green screens, then please do ask. I've got a green screen behind me. I use green screen software a lot. If you're on Facebook and YouTube, you've just been hit with a lot of links. They're not affiliate links. You click them, no problem. So there are 2 links on Facebook that I can see, 2 links on YouTube to the items I've just shown. Okay, if that is a link too many, then my apologies. Don't want to get too carried away, do we? Okay, so we looked at the Nexigo Zoom, looked at the aftershocks. The next thing is, I just want to check something. Just give me a second. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to go to, okay, I'm just waiting for it to load. Okay, so I'm just loading some software. Software should be up in a moment. Yes, it is. And you are listening to, if I go here, right, so you know you're actually watching the Nexigo camera, but you're actually listening to the Blue Yeti microphone. Now, there are 3 things important in live broadcasting: Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. The camera, and we've got the Nexigo, the microphone, and we've got the Blue Yeti, and the lighting, and we've got the Logitech Leash Glow Light, which is down the carousel. So those 3 items are important when you're doing a live broadcast. Get all 3 right, and you'll look good on Zoom call. Yeah, especially if you've got background removal software and you're removing your background. Okay, so let's go over here, and I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to show you here. Okay, now you're actually listening to the microphone. It is the Blue Yeti microphone. It's down in the carousel. It's $89.99, 31% discount today. There is $40 off this microphone. This is a prince among microphones. This is it now, and you can see it there. This is the Blue Yeti microphone down the carousel, 31% discount today. It's got a volume control. It's got a mute button. It's got, on the back, you can plug in your wired headphones, and you can set it to be solo or 2 people or 4 people, a group. Controls are on the back. You can change how the microphone actually works. Mine today is set at single person. And okay, I'm just going to go back to see if I didn't miss anything, because I've posted so many things. Yeah, I think we're okay. And so that's the microphone, and you're listening to it, and it is the Blue Yeti. So let's go over here and see if we can pick up some details about the Blue Yeti. Okay, and there is the streaming kit as well, and I am using the Blue Yeti microphone, and I've got 3 microphones. I've got the Yeti, I've got the Elgato Wave 3, and I've got the Audio-Technica AT2020. If you've got questions about any of those, or you want to listen to any of those, then please do ask. At the moment, you're actually listening to Blue Yeti now. The thing about microphones is, when we hear something, it's our perception of it. And what you want to do, because you're in the box seat here, there are thousands of Amazon Live broadcasters, and you can go and watch anybody's show. And if you enjoy listening, then you can ask the host of the broadcast, which microphone are you using? And they will tell you. And they'll possibly give you an Amazon link direct to it. So do listen. When you hear a sound, microphone sound, which is good to you, then please ask. Yeah. I just got a message from Fitbit. I think I've just lost the lead. Let's just check for a moment. This goes on during the day. If I just log into my phone and I go here and I go there, just a second. Okay, it's official. I'm in the challenge and somebody has just overtaken me. I am now in second place. I don't mind at all. I mean, it's for me, it's the taking part. So I was top for a while. Okay, and now I'm going to drop down the rankings. These are people who go walking every day, do 5 miles and more a day. So there is no shame at all in actually being overtaken. And it's basically you make friends. We all chat to each other and we cheer each other on. I'm going to explain. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at down the carousel is the Fitbit. And it is the Fitbit Charge 5. Okay. Okay, now I've been using Fitbits. Let's take the snake off. Just a second. We'll remove the snake. I've been using Fitbits for the last 8 years. This is my 5th Fitbit. And this is what a Fitbit looks like. I know you know, but okay. There you go. This is the first one with a color display. And yes, it is 1652 here. I'm aware that it's 1252 on the East Coast. Yeah, I've been confused all week because your clocks change a week before ours do. Okay, now this Fitbit has built-in GPS. And I'm just going to show you what that actually means in terms of benefits. Now, Fitbit are owned by Google. And the Fitbit Charge 5, which has 38,884 4.5-star reviews, is $149.95 today. Now, Fitbits are the way I stay fit. I go out the door and I walk. And at weekends, I walk with Angelica. During the week, I walk me. And, well, on Saturday, we do the park run. Just a minute. On Saturday, we do the park run, the world's biggest running event. And it's true. Every Saturday at 9 o'clock, I'll go this side, shall I? Every Saturday at 9 o'clock in Melksham, which is about 10 miles away from where we are, in King George V Park, 100 to 150 people get together with one intention. At 9 o'clock in the morning, to run 5 kilometers, which is 3.1 miles, round the track. If it's muddy, it's muddy. If it's raining, it's raining. We run, walk, and jog. And Angelica and I are both wearing Fitbits. Yeah. And I've got another comment coming in. I think I've seen it now. Just a minute. Okay. I've got so many things going on. Hello. Our next comment coming in. So I've got a question, I think. Good afternoon, my friend. It's Jason. I've got all my friends are around today. Jason, thank you. Good afternoon, my friend. I haven't been able to tune in for a while. I've adopted a new 3 a.m. morning success routine. 3 a.m.? Wow. Does 3 a.m. exist, Jason? Good God. It's good to see you. Well, I'm glad you caught me live, and thank you for dropping by. 3 a.m. You surprised me there. How's it going? Yeah, I mean, that must change. Do you work internationally? Because that must change your day around. I'd love to meet virtually and chat about it at some point. In fact, it would be interesting. I'm doing a regular show. I'll get in touch with you afterwards because we are contacts and I will get in touch with you and see if we can work something out so we can actually talk about waking up and starting your day at 3 in the morning. Wow, that would be a good idea. Yeah, because I've often wondered. I mean, I don't get up at 3 o'clock. I've got to be honest. But I know of people who do. And now I know another one, and that's you. And there has to be something to this. There has to be something to it. So, Jason, thank you. And I'll be in touch. Right, so I use the Fitbit and I go walking, as we've seen. I go walking along the canal wearing my Fitbit. If I just go to the next photo, and I go walking past the ducks. And these images were taken with the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. And it's a canal one, and then that's a canal again. So back to me. But we are talking about the Fitbit Charge 5. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to share my personal dashboard with you. So let me go to share, if I can, just a minute. See, I forget I'm wearing these headphones. So I'm going to go to share, and I'm going to share my screen. Let's go here. And I'm going to share a Chrome tab, that one, share. And I'm going to bring that tab on screen in a second, full screen. So this is my personal dashboard on Fitbit. Now this is free. Everything I'm about to show you is free. Once you bought the Fitbit Charge 5, you can do this for free. Over to Jason before we carry on. So I'm going to hide that photo. I'm going to take the green screens off. And yes, sir, I work intentionally. I go to be around 7 a.m., but when I get up, I have 5 hours where I work on my creative and productive work, and also see my clients early. We'll have to connect. Okay, make it so. I hope you're a Star Trek fan. Okay, we will make it so. Brilliant. So when you've got your Fitbit, just let me put everything down. When you've got your Fitbit, the first thing you do is you go to fitbit.com. And thank you, Jason. You go to fitbit.com. I still can't get over waking up at 3 o'clock. Go to fitbit.com, register for the guarantee, and then join the Fitbit community. Now, this is a community run by members for members. You can get advice, but the first thing you can do, which I showed you earlier, and I can show it live now, because this is a live situation. Let's just come to me. I'm just going to go here. I'm just going to try and get the lighting right. Just a minute. Okay. And I'm going to scroll down. And I'm going to go there. Oh, I've done it wrong. Just a second. When you're demonstrating something, things sometimes don't go exactly according to plan. Okay. So I've just been, if I put that in front of that work, that's not bad, is it? Okay. You can actually, this is my Fitbit app on my Android phone, and you can see that I'm taking part in a competition at the moment, and I've just been overtaken by Rick. Okay. So there is a big community based around Fitbit, which is free to join, and people arrange challenges. A work week challenge, which I'm part of, and a weekend challenge. And you can take part in both. There's no cost. And you get to know the people. I'm in this challenge with 9 other people. And the one I do on Saturday will with a different 9 people. So I've got to know 18 people from around the world just by having a Fitbit and getting involved and taking part in the challenges organized by members for members. So the community is a big part. You can find communities on every topic and you can join them. They're free. How well did I sleep last night? Last night, Jason, I slept for 6 hours, 51 minutes. I've got a 9-hour goal. You'd have to go to bed at 6 o'clock at night if you were going up at 3 in the morning. So if you wear your Fitbit to bed and you wear it for 4 consecutive nights, then Fitbit will tell you or suggest to you, should you require it, a way to improve your sleeping. They will suggest to you a sleeping plan. Right. The next is how many steps have you done in a day? Now, 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. I've done 60,000 steps in 1 day. That's when I do my marathon walking. I walk from Avebury to Stonehenge, which is 26 miles, 385 yards. And then you've got to wake up in the morning and go to bed at night. So I've done 30 miles in a day. I don't only marathons, not every day, I do assure you. My current weight is 10 stone 13. I don't mind everybody knowing that. You can keep a weight diary for free, and you can track your weight on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. In addition to that, you can keep a food diary. Now, there's a database of all American foodstuffs, and on your iPhone or Android phone or on desktop, you can record a food diary. You've then got the situation where the Fitbit is actually recording the calories you spend, and you're recording the calories you eat. You can then compare the two and decide which way things are going. Now, they do say that to stay fit, the recommendation in the UK is that you should do at least 90 minutes exercise a week. I'm currently doing 90 minutes exercise a day. And you can see underneath that that's the basically the exercise I've been doing each day. And underneath, I've got see more. So I'm going to press see more, and in a second, that will come through. And you can then see, if I go here, that I have walked, because all the information from the Fitbit is transferred to the website and then collated, put together. So I can see that I've done 5.84 miles today. This week, I have done 25 miles. This month, I've done 118 miles. And this year, I have walked an incredible 1,111.96 miles. Now, I've got to tell you a story here. When I started marketing the Fitbit on Amazon, talking about it, I'd already been using it for a while. I just had to learn about a new model. But the situation was that in a year, then I was walking 740 miles a year, which is good. But then I thought, well, I'm actually telling you how good Fitbit is. And the only way I can do that is if I actually make more use of it. So 11:30 every morning, I actually down tools, put my headphones on, switch my Fitbit on, listening to rock music and go walking 4 or 5 miles. That means that I've been showing you that it can be done, yeah? Because I'm 70, yeah? And I don't look it. I can actually walk 4 or 5 miles a day without any problems. And most people, if you're lucky, you can actually go out the door and you can walk. And if you walk, you're getting good exercise. But since I started doing this marketing on Amazon, I've gone from 740 miles a year to 1,111 miles. Yeah. So I'm actually basically, I'm just feeling good. I wake up feeling good. I don't wake at 3 o'clock, but I do wake up feeling good because Fitbit helps you to stay fit. Now, the last thing I want to show you on this is if I go here, the reason I got this particular Fitbit, the Fitbit Charge 5, down the carousel at 149.95, and it will take a second. I've just got a comment coming in, which I'll take, and it's from Jason. Second, I've got them up. So let's go to Jason. And I need my glasses for this. I can see it's a long comment. Hopefully it fits, Jason. I go to bed around 7:30 in my watching third-party sleep app has shown me that I need around 7 hours of sounds. Right, okay, gotcha. Everybody finds the best way for them. And you've done that. I applaud you. 7 hours, the hours between 10 and 2 a.m. are the most important for healthy deep sleep. I will get a Fitbit Charge 5. Well, thank you for both the information and for that. I mean, the thing is that we do set up our own fitness regimes, but I want to go I'll just finish this bit off. Because this Fitbit Charge 5 has got GPS, it shows a map of where I walked today. Okay, so I walked 5.64 miles. And further down, it says my average pace was 16 minutes 54. Now, when you're walking, if you're walking about town, if you go into the town or the city, you will walk at 3 miles an hour. That's good. That's good exercise. But if you want to benefit yourself, you need to be walking faster than 3 miles an hour. Now, I'm not a doctor. These are my observations. So let's have a look at how I did. The first mile I did in 16 minutes 35. Then I slowed down and I speeded up to 15 minutes, a mile in 15 minutes 17 seconds. then a mile in 16 minutes, 17 seconds, and then 15:57. So basically, I'm feeling good about this. And the park run has played a part in this, actually running 5K, or running, jogging and walking 5K. So the map, you do not have to pay anything extra to get the map. Buy the Fitbit, and then the software, as they say, is absolutely free. Okay. Now, I do want to say a big thank you for watching me live on Amazon Live today. Now, this is the week where our clocks don't go back to Sunday, so I'm totally, I'll be live again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern and at 12 p.m. Eastern, I think. Don't quote me on that. But if you want to talk Fitbits, you want to talk cameras, you want to talk, if you want to talk, and I want to say thank you to Jason and to C and to Donald and to Mitch for actually coming in today. I'm going to put the snake on because we've had so many people commenting today. I'm going to bring back the snake. And so thank you, everybody who's actually commented live today. I've been broadcasting today from, I'll put this on screen, be.live, okay, which is that logo there. It's always a pleasure to meet you, to chat with you. I love the comments. I love the fact that you join in and that you watch me live. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Stephen in Wiltshire, England, saying goodbye for now. I hope to see you again soon. Jason, let's get together. Bye. You saw it first here. Bye.